under the leadership of Consul General Edgar Badajos. We are grateful to the Congen and his team for making this webinar possible. Today, we are pleased to introduce to you a subject matter expert who has a lot of hands-on knowledge with this program. He brings 20 years of expertise in his field. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our expert from the Philippines, Mr. Ace Aguilar. On to you, Ace.
Good evening, everyone. Kamusta po kayo? First of all, on behalf of our team in Ace Aguilar Assets, I would like to thank the Philippine Consul General in Los Angeles through the leadership of Mr. Ed Badajos for making this webinar on estate tax amnesty possible. I would like to also thank NaFFAA Greater Los Angeles region through the leadership of Mr. Noel and Ms. Mary Ann Omega for bridging the gap so that our kababayans can avail of the estate tax amnesty. By the way, I'm Ace Aguilar. I'm a licensed real estate broker and I've been doing real estate for the past 20 years. Our team's mission is to help our kababayans in the US and anywhere in the world to save thousands of pesos by availing of the estate tax amnesty. The estate tax amnesty was extended, but it's only up to June 14, 2023. After June 14, 2023, the accrued penalties, surcharges, and other taxes will be charged against the property, and the heirs will miss the opportunity to save thousands and even millions of pesos. Since 2020, we were able to help clients here in the Philippines avail of the amnesty. Later, I will cite examples. A brief background as Filipinos. Filipinos migrated to the US in different timelines. However, Lolo and Lola or their dear parents still own properties here in the Philippines. Until Lolo and Lola or their dear parents passed away without a last will. We had clients in Chicago and LA who owned hectares of land in Quezon province.
Where?
Now,
Is it dinner?
extrajudicial settlement of properties comes in. An extrajudicial settlement of a property refers to a legal process by which the heirs of a deceased person agree to distribute their assets among themselves without the need for court intervention. So ito po ang fastest way, peaceful way, and most affordable way of distributing assets among the heirs. This is a big for Filipino-American families. All the interest, charges, and other expenses will be waived. In the next slide, I will show how a family saved thousands of pesos on estate tax. Now, let's take a look at our case study. It's an extrajudicial settlement with waiver of rights. It's a vacant lot located in Dasmariñas, Cavite. There were only 4 heirs, 4 siblings. Owners on the title were the parents and the son living in the US. The client intends to bring his parents to the US, but sadly, on April 2015 and August 2016, his parents passed away. Now, extrajudicial settlement comes in, and through the amnesty, the client only paid $240 on estate tax, $300 on donors tax, and $90 on documentary stamp tax. If you notice, the amounts are very small and manageable because of the amnesty that is applied on this case. Now, here are 5 examples of extrajudicial settlement. Example number 1, simple extrajudicial settlement. In a simple extrajudicial settlement, the property will be transferred to the names of the heirs. This is recommended for a small family with 3 to 5 heirs. EJS sample number 2, extrajudicial settlement with waiver of rights. In this example, some of the heirs will sign the extrajudicial settlement document and signify that they waive their rights on the property. Example po, ang family, or you may say, i-transfer na natin kay Bunso ang property sa Pinas. Okay naman na tayo dito sa US. So we have clients like that, clients who did this, and we are in the process of transferring the property to the sibling who is here in the Philippines. EJS example number 3, EJS extrajudicial settlement with donation. In this type, the properties will be transferred to the children of the heirs. The heirs may say, we are senior citizens. Let's transfer our properties to our grandchildren or apos. May edad na rin naman tayo sa kanila na itong properties. You may do that. You can exercise that right. However, this is subject to donor's tax, which is 6% of the value of the property. Let's go to the 4th example, EJS or extrajudicial settlement with partition. As an example, if there are 5 heirs and the property is a vacant lot, the heirs may decide to subdivide the lot to 5 titles. In this case, you need a geodetic engineer to survey the property and create a lot plan for 5 titles. The only additional cost for the heirs is the service rendered by the geodetic engineer. For our 5th example, extrajudicial with sale. If the heirs inherited the property and the family intends to liquidate the said property and they already have a buyer to consume the sale, they need to execute an extrajudicial settlement with sale. Yes, the family will save on penalties relative to the estate tax, but in this transaction, the family will be charged capital gains tax of 6%, documentary stamp tax 1.5%, and transfer tax and registration fees. Now let's go to the big problems if they won't take action or if the estate tax is unsettled. If the family won't avail of the estate tax amnesty, the heirs will incur the following problems. Number 1, lost savings. Because of the estate tax amnesty, the heirs can save on the following charges. Penalty is 20% per year. Surcharge is 25% per year. Compromise is ranging from 10,000 to 50,000 pesos. If the heirs won't take action and they miss the estate tax amnesty, which is set on June 14, 2023, the expenses I mentioned will be charged against the property again. Sayang, this could be hundreds of thousands to millions of pesos. Number 2, unpaid taxes will continue to accrue. So tuloy-tuloy lang po ang pag-charge sa atin, no? Hindi po titigil ang government to charge the family, the heirs on estate taxes. Number 3, uncertainty of ownership. Since the title is under the name of the lolo and lola and daddy and mommy, no? The heirs can't enjoy the fruits of these properties since the rightful ownership is not established. And fourth and last, delay in transfer of ownership. If the heirs wish to sell the property, interested buyers won't transact with you, the heirs, until the title is clean. My suggestion is let's take advantage of the estate tax amnesty. We, we have 55 days left before the deadline. Let's start to talk to our families and gather all the information and documents needed. So now that we know what are the next steps to avail ourselves of the tax amnesty, this slide will then just show you the following steps. Step number one, prepare legal documents, gather all the required documents. This is the extrajudicial settlement and the SPA, consularized SPA. Step two, file the BIR forms. Step three, pay the right taxes. Step five, transfer the title to the heirs. And fifth, transfer the tax declaration to the names of the heirs. The steps may sound simple, but in reality, they can be tricky. It is also possible that the parties concerned do not have the time and patience to attend to all of these steps, especially if they are based abroad and the other heirs are located in different parts of the Philippines or other countries as well. In view of this, getting help from estate tax experts or lawyers is highly recommended. There are plenty of experts around, but if you are interested as part of our corporate social responsibility, our company can help you too. We can be contacted through our Facebook page, Estate Tax Amnesty, with the NaFFAA cover photo. Or through my Viber and mobile number. You may also scan the QR code for more information. I hope that you will find our presentation useful. Thank you once again and have a great day, everyone. God bless po.
Okay, thank you po, Sir Noel, and of course, Sir Ace. Thank you so much for that presentation. We now move on to the Q&A portion of our event. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them. You can raise your hand, or you can also type your questions on the chat box of our Zoom. Also on our FB live stream, you can also post your comments there for those who are joining us on live stream. So I guess we're ready for questions.
Consul Maynard, I have a guest here, and her name is Betty Brillo.
Okay.
Sister Betty, you can have the floor.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My problem is that I have shares of stock in the hospital in Quezon, and my husband passed away almost 28 years ago, and it's transferred to me and my 3 children. Now we're in the process of selling it, and BIR is requesting us a lot of things, like what is that CAR? Certificate of
ECAR.
Yeah, what is that? I mean, they want, okay, it was explained to me by the accountant that instead of our names all together in all the certificate of stocks or shares, we have to divide it equally. So, okay, we went through that. So BIR charged us already the estate tax for the original stocks that we had. And then we have the dividends. Then we were taxed again. And then there is this thing as BIR facilitation fee. Altogether, we haven't even sold our stock. We already paid 50,000 pesos. So I'm wondering, what is that all about? And the ownership has been transferred to us. My husband passed away November 1995. And it has been in my name and my 3 children. We even hired a lawyer. Our lawyer actually is already in heaven. We're trying to sell it, but there's a lot of problem. And we just kept on paying and paying and paying. What is that all about?
Yeah. Ma'am, thank you for your for sharing your story and information, and I can feel the frustration. In our team, we have certified public accountants. They are my friends for so many decades. We have lawyers, no, and maybe we could discuss the details of your problem. We're in Quezon po pala ito.
Lucena City. Actually, the name of the hospital is United Doctors Hospital Incorporated.
Yes. Thank you for sharing. We operate in Quezon Province.
Good.
Currently we have two accounts in Gumaca, and well, it's a few minutes from Lucena, so probably we could help you.
I'm here in Los Angeles, and my son just arrived. My son extended his stay for 4.5 months, and nothing happened. Just waiting and waiting and waiting for the processing. We have our accountant there is Ronnie Tolentino.
Okay. Yeah. Let's discuss your the details of your challenges, madam.
How do we do that?
Miss Mary Ann will create a group chat for us so that we could yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We can schedule a Zoom with Sir Ace and Sister Betty, right?
All right.
Yeah, and Sister Betty, you also have another property in Cavite, right?
Yeah. Actually, I have a total of 7 properties in the Philippines. They all have a title, no problem. I've been paying taxes. But now that we're ready to sell, the problems come up. You have to do this, do that, etc., etc. I'm like, all right, there's no problem with the title. We have the titles. I'm paying the taxes. So now that we are trying to sell it, there's the problem now.
Yeah. We could help you, ma'am. Let's discuss the details through Miss Mary Ann.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Mukhang marami po talagang property si Madam.
Konti lang yun.
Yes, we could help po.
Kaya nga magbebenta na, wala nang pere. Kayo naman.
Nag-appreciate na kasi, ibig sabihin.
Yeah.
Anyway, are there any more questions pa from our people here in our Zoom? Huwag na po kayo mahiya.
If not,
This
I
is
have
the time to
another.
ask.
Sige, ma'am. Please drop lang po.
Miss Betty, you have another question ba?
I have another question.
Go ahead. Wala pa
Then
naman.
in Lucban, Quezon, we have our ancestral home there. Okay.
Yeah, we could help po. We could help. We operate in Quezon Province.
Yeah.
We operate in Quezon Province. Sige po.
Okay, good. Because the one in Lucban, was sold apparently by my dead mother-in-law. Not sold. Isinanla. 3 million. Paano
Ah.
nakapagsanla yung patay na? Yan, tinatanong ko.
Ah,
Oh, di ba? Eh,
Opo,
patay na
opo.
yung tenant ko 2018. Tapos, meron doong nagke-claim, hindi raw nagbabayad. And then, sinala daw for 3 million. Eh, singilin mo doon sa Chicago. Nandun yung ashes ng biyanan ko. But complete with the ID and everything. My God, how can they do that in the Philippines? Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
Yeah, opo. Who holds the title po? Question. Who was holding the title? Kasi
Well,
hindi
the
po
title, okay, is in the name of my husband who passed away, representing the heirs of the Brillos. And the Brillos, there are 7 children, okay? So now that they're gonna transfer it to the name of the 7 children, apparently somebody, my mother-in-law, sinanla for 3 million. So somebody is claiming that now he owns the property, but no, the original title is with us.
Yeah. Ano po yan? May legal and remedies po yan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
been on the news actually.
Amazing
Ayan.
po, no? Amazing. Kaya po, that's our
Headline yan,
mission.
Headline yan.
Yeah, that's our mission po, to really solve people's problems in real
Yeah.
estate here in the Philippines. Thank you, ma'am. Someone wants to ask Miss Alex Evans Raimundo.
Actually, my question is a general question. The deadline for the tax amnesty is June 14, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a possibility that this will be extended?
I
Very
don't want to create a false hope. There are no solid information regarding the extension. That's why Mr. Noel and the team decided to tell the participants, or every person that we talk to, that we should comply. We still have time. We still have 55 days from today.
Yeah, we still have time. I think the problem with us is that we always try to do things the last minute and then hope that there's an extension and then complain when there's no extension that was given, even though enough time was given to us. If we have some concerns, even if it's something that it's not yet solid, no, you don't have all the documents yet, you don't have all the facts yet. Maybe you're still waiting for someone from your family to speak up also. You should just start it. You can contact ACE here or maybe some other entity that can help you. No? You should start it immediately. And alam naman natin na even if we extend, kung
we're actually
start it
working on it.
anyway, then there's nothing's gonna develop. No, you have to start it, Kagad. You have to start
That's
it.
right. You're actually working on it. I'm the one who just posed the question in the family.
Thank you.
That's good. That's good for your family.
I'm the speaker of the house. For the-
Yeah. Spokesperson.
Yeah.
The family niya. Understandable po.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Evelyn Andama.
Hi, Maynard. Hi, Consul Maynard. Yes, I just have a question regarding the need for notarization, to notarize, say, a waiver of the settlement. And
Yes, ma'am.
does it need a notarization from the consulate office or?
That's right, ma'am. It needs to be notarized. If it's coming there in the Philippines, it should be consularized through, of course, through our embassy. And some of our clients just appoint someone in the Philippines to sign for them, no? So that's what they do. They prepare the extrajudicial settlement with waiver of rights. Some clients prepare the waiver of rights in the US, then they ship it to the Philippines.
Yes, but it has to be notarized by, say, the Los Angeles.
Your volume is so
office.
low, ma'am.
Uh,
Kindly repeat your question.
So you're saying that it does have to be notarized by, say, the consulate office from LA or
That's right.
Washington DC. I see. You
Yes.
cannot just ask for a notary public to notarize it here anywhere.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
If you're in the US, it's required to have it notarized there in the US
And
through
that way
the
you have
And
the
so it's true in,
Convention.
and that's also true for Canada.
Oh, I
yes.
can speak for Canada.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is Marianne again. Our bottom line is, kailangan mo ng special power of attorney, yung SPA, yun ang panonotarize, yun ba yun? Or apostille?
Yes, Miss Mary Ann, whatever po yung may mga clients po kasi tayo that instead of appointing someone to be their special power SPA attorney, in fact, in the Philippines, they just created a document called waiver of rights, no? Then they ship it here in the Philippines. The lawyer who will prepare the extrajudicial settlement in the Philippines will indicate the waiver, and the lawyer will label it Annex A, Annex B.
Okay, so actually the question I had was notarizing the waiver itself. Say for
Yes, ma'am.
instance,
That's right.
yeah, it's not that you're asking for a power of attorney for somebody to
Yes.
carry out the waiver back home.
Yes. Yeah, we have clients who did that. They I think they reside in California.
Yeah,
if
and
I'm
just the
not
waiver.
mistaken. So yeah, just go to the embassy, ma'am, and have it consularized.
Thank you.
So, another question. Let's say, for example, I am a client and number one na gagawin namin is to have an SPA. Kanino i-address yung SPA? Kanino? Sa inyo? Ganun? Sa company? Sa
No po.
company?
The SPA po, no, let's say the SPA for them to represent you, kailangan po is someone you really trust, no po. Some of our clients sa sale naman po 'yon, they made us the SPA. Pwede po 'yon, no po. Yeah. So meron po kaming client, meron silang kamag-anak nandyan po sa US, at I told them to appoint someone kasi gusto na lang i-bilhin yung isang share ng isang property, and yeah, so ganun po sila yung ginagawa.
Oh, just like Sister Betty, she has her son to work to run the errands. So mag-SPA siya sa anak niya to work with you, Sir Reyes. Ganun ba?
Yes.
Ganun ba yun? Ganun.
Opo, to work with us. Tapos yung marami pong iba-iba pong situations for the SPA. First situation is that the SPA will sign for the heir who is in California. Let's say itong SPA na to will represent her dun sa extrajudicial settlement. Okay? Another SPA na we ask from clients is to authorize us to process the BIR, the papers sa BIR, Register of Deeds, Philippine Statistics Office, yan. And yeah, may question po from kay Ms. Lina. We are negotiating the sale, no? Let me read po, no? We are negotiating the sale of our inherited property, but my youngest sister refuses to cooperate. Is it possible for us to push the sale? Miss Lina, no, I'm sorry to say po, no, she needs to cooperate. She's part of the heir. And legally speaking, kailangan po talaga she needs to sign the documents, appoint someone to ang my recommendation here is not legal na po. My recommendation here is for the family to pray for those who are not cooperating. Alam po, madalas yung opo, ipag-pray na lang po muna natin before talking to her. Baka po maghimala ang Panginoon, no? Wala naman po imposible. Para po yung families, no po, actually this is a time for everyone to reconcile. I think na po for me yung po ang sa amin, sa team po namin, I always recommend that, and they are still on fasting right now. They're still para po maayos po itong problem na to. Then they could discuss, no po. Minsan po kasi yung mga ganitong hindi pag-cooperate, either talagang hindi okay ang itong family member na to, or sometimes po yung mga memories ng bata nadadala po hanggang pagtanda eh. So it's time to get healed na po as a family. No, it's time to reconcile. Okay. Sige po. Oy, thank you, Consul Maynard. Ito po nasa chat box po natin the link for the consulation notarization of documents at the Philippine Consulate General, Los Angeles. Please save niyo po itong link na ito. Okay, another question. Sir, may basahin na po ang question, Consul?
Sige, hindi ko nakikita baka directly ka mini-message.
Opo, direct message po, hindi ko na po babasahin yung yung name, no?
Okay.
How about those parents who passed away at the start of COVID-19 pandemic, March 2020? There is a travel ban at the time. When travel ban was lifted, you travel to Philippines and tested positive, you get quarantined at expensive hotels at your own expenses. Yeah, it happens po. I understand that if the property is under 200,000, exempted from the estate tax. Yes po, meron po tayong there's an exemption po, no? Actually, po yan, marami pong deductions, no? Funeral expenses, 200,000, hospital bills up to 500,000, standard deduction 1 million, and yung family home another 1 million. So if your property is below 200,000, no po, exempted na po yan. All you need, yung mga clients po namin, they only paid $100 or 5,000 pesos per decedent. No? So it's very minimal. Okay. Another question po, may direct message po ulit, no? Yes, we have properties in Cebu and Mindanao and need contacts to sell and fix a problem where someone illegally built a home on the land owned by my parents. Ayan. So sige po, noted po ito. My teammate Rich Gamba is here. She's taking note of your contact details. Let's get in touch po. Yeah. Okay.
Sir Ace, meron tayong kasama dito si Miss Charmel de la Cruz. Wanted to get in touch with you. Charmel, were you able to get the contact info for Sir Ace?
I think my sister was able to do that, pero nga she wanted to meet na nga in the Philippines, and I'm
Great.
I'm
Yeah,
planning
sa
to go
Pilipinas sila,
home
so they
on-
can meet there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I plan to go back there end of May, so para ma-meet ko rin si Ace.
Mhm.
Thank
See
you.
you soon. See you soon. Sige po.
Thank you,
And-
Charmel.
Thank you. All right. And mag-add lang po ako mag-add lang po ako in order for you to organize your doon po sa mga nag-arrange pa po ng kanilang mga extrajudicial settlement, no po. Just yung family tree po ninyo, that's the first thing na kailangan po natin magawa. And another tip, no po, mula kay lolo, kay lola, kay mommy or daddy, mama, papa, i-drawing lang po natin. Get all the names, civil status, addresses, no po. And I have a good news for everyone, no po. If you have parents who passed away in the US. No po, we just had a meeting with the BIR yesterday, and they're allowing, ito po ang good news, so they're allowing the certified true copy of death certificates from the US to serve as evidence for the as a requirement, no, for the BIR estate tax amnesty. Before po kasi, you have to register the death certificates here in the Philippines. No, ngayon po hindi na po. So you as death certificates lang po ang certified true copy po niyan is okay na. You can send it.
That's good to
here.
know. Yeah.
Opo, sir. So
Right. Yeah, you can get that from your county recorder's office wherever you are.
Sir Noel.
Just takes a little bit of time to do that. Sometimes a few days, sometimes a couple of weeks. That you're able to do that. May stamp sila na certified copy.
Yeah, kailangan lang medyo kung weeks po dapat we should take action po ano.
Tama 'yon, tama. Oo.
You're welcome. Mr. Veteran, you're welcome po. You're welcome. And
Sir Ace,
Consul,
I think
Maynard.
there's a question. May Glenda Reyes mong nag-question na dyan? Wala pa? There's a question in our Facebook
Sa
live
Facebook.
stream.
Yeah.
My mother has a house and lot in Iba, Zambales, and the title was under my deceased father and my mother, still alive, living with me here in Arizona. Me and my siblings and my mother agreed to transfer the title to my younger sister, which is currently living in that house. What are the steps we have to do to transfer the property to my sister?
Thank you, Consul Maynard. The first step is to get all the information needed from the heirs, no po. Complete name, civil status, addresses, if you have your BIR TIN numbers, isama po yan sa list, no po. And number two, get all the necessary documents, no po. Death certificates nyo ng deceased parents, no po. And then yung pong hindi na po kailangan yung birth certificates or marriage certificate, no. Minsan nasosobrahan po yung mga requirements. So tip lang po, hindi na po kailangan yan based sa RD, registered deeds. So hindi na po kailangan yan. So death certificates will do. Then tandaan po natin yung mga government IDs, your driver's license in the US is good, no? Then sign 3 times. Ayan. So for the computation, no, pag ready na yung mga yan, kailangan din po yung tax declaration. Before ka makakuha ng tax declaration, make sure that the real property tax is fully paid. Yan, fully paid po yan, ha. So pagkatapos po niyan, kukuha po kayo ng tax declaration, kukuha po kayo ng tax clearance. You're gonna get those documents and certificate of land holdings. Okay, no, so ganun ka basic lang po ito, and then you can prepare the extrajudicial settlement. Proceed na po kayo sa BIR. And I hope I answered your question po. Yeah, medyo marami pa pong detalye yan actually, pero ganun po muna para hindi po kayo ma-overwhelm. Medyo bibilisan lang po natin, and ang mindset po niyan is that focus on this for 1 week lang po. 1 week lang po kasi we do 55 days, yes, 55 days po yan. Pero kapag wag po natin maximize, let's prioritize. Kasi multi-millions of pesos po yan. Okay? Pinaghirapan po yan ni nanay, ni tatay, ni lolo, lola. Sayang po, sayang. Okay? Let's not waste it.
Yes. And for those who yung wala doon sa May 23rd webinar.
March 23.
March 23rd webinar. May question na paano kung nawala yung title? So Sir Ace said that you can get a issuance of the title, right, Sir Ace?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. It will. Whoa. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Opo. Yes, our together with our lawyers, we are helping actually, no? We are helping clients now get their original title, owner's duplicate copy actually of the title, and it will require hearings. So please appoint someone from your family to attend the hearings, and it will take, no? Pero sa dami ngayon, siguro 9 months to 12 months for that to happen.
Sir Ace, will that affect do sa pag-apply ng tax amnesty kung mag-iintay pa ng 9 months?
Ms. Mary Ann, hindi po. It will not. Dahil po merong certified true copy na mabibigay po ang ating ang register of deeds. No? So tuloy-tuloy lang po yung ating it will not be a problem po. Thank you po, Ms. Mary Ann.
Thank you, Sir Ace.
Okay. Any questions pa po?
Huwag po kayo mahihiya.
The contact
I think-
details of our friends here today on our chat box. So if medyo nahihiya kayo magtanong at ipaalam sa lahat kung gaano kalaki ang property ninyo, pwede naman email nyo na lang sila or contact them through their phone numbers, and I think some of them also have WhatsApp or Viber, so for those who want to talk with them personally. And I think they also have a Google form, just so you can put out all the details that are necessary to answer your questions. Okay po, and also for us here in the Philippine Consulate, if you have any questions about notarization for documents, procedures internally between the Philippines and the US, in terms of having our documents recognized, or US documents recognized in the Philippines, we can also answer those questions. You can just come to the consulate, bring your documents, or also email us in our Facebook or on our Facebook page. You can chat with us or also send your email to us. Okay po.
One last question, Sir Ace. Yes, when
ma'am.
it comes to special power of attorney, do you have your own form, or should we just
No, we
get
don't
a
have our own
copy of
form.
the form?
We don't have our own form. We don't have like a form that you need to get or like a template. It's accepted. It's accepted here in the US. It will, and we notarize it. It will be accepted in the Philippines.
Okay, thanks.
Miss Betty, you have another question for your property number 6. Ano po ba? Nakamute pa po kayo. Miss Betty, nakamute po ba?
Unmute po, Sister Betty. Unmute.
Okay, ayan.
Yes,
The first thing I will do is I have to schedule an appointment Philippine Consulate because I'm trying to get the SPA so my brother in the Philippines can get the proceeds from the stocks that we will sell. So what's the best way to set an appointment? When do I call and how do I get it as soon as possible?
We will be putting our email address of our
Oh, okay.
notarial sections on the chat box.
Okay, thank you.
And again, we already gave the link also, no? So we'll
I think
repost
it's
it.
here.
Yeah, and we will disseminate that link also through our NaFFAA newsletters. And maybe our press releases following this event. And in the meantime, we're also asking all of you, mga kababayan natin, na pag may nabalitaan kayo nangangailangan ng tulong, sabihin po ninyo sa amin, sa NaFFAA, para mabigyan natin sila ng liwanag doon sa mga suliranin nila. Para sa ganun ay makatulong din tayo hindi lang sa sarili natin pero yung mga kababayan natin.
Consul Maynard,
Yes po.
si Mary Ann po.
Mas ka na ba?
I believe Sister Berry was asking about making an appointment. Hindi ho ba dapat, because we were told before that the easiest way to get an appointment is through online pag
Yep.
After 5 p.m. ng Friday kasi
Well,
nagbubukas
the
pa
after
ng slot.
5 p.m. Friday, usually it's really more for passport. Hindi naman po tayo para punong-puno palagi, especially these days. So, if you go to our, I'll type also our website now. So, we usually don't give out our requirements ng one question and then we give our requirements. We give you the link to our website. So, hindi po tayo nagkakamali. Dali pa, ah. Ayan po. Mas pwede
Ayun.
po.
Philippine Consulate LA.org.
Noel, Marie is here. Hi,
Ayan.
Marie.
Diyan pala yung presidente namin at saka one ng Federation, the Philippine American Chambers. Hi Marie, kumusta kayo dyan sa Phoenix, Arizona? Marie is also one of our members of the Board of Governors ng NaFFAA. So, hi
Yes.
Marie, alam ko marami kang access sa mga kababayan natin dyan na baka mangailangan ng tulong. We need your help to disseminate this information kasi we don't
And-
want them to become sad na malaman nila they cannot make that deadline pala.
And well, we will support you on this. In fact, we should send this out to all our chambers so
Yes.
that they can disseminate this to their members. I'm flying to Virginia next week and to Washington, D.C. So I will make sure that I talk to the chambers in the East Coast about this.
Thank you,
Thank-
Marie.
Maria and Charmel.
Ikaw, Noel, malakas ka sa akin eh.
Mas malakas ka sa akin, ma'am. In fact, meron tayong kasama rin from Chicago here. I think I saw Emil Bernardo of
Yes.
Chicago. He's also here, and I know they also have mga kababayan doon na nangangailangan ng tulong. Emil, you want to say hi? Nakamute ka, sir.
Hi, Emil.
Andun siya, no? Kita ko yung yung bond paper yata na naka-cover sa niyan. Di ba, Emil, we'll talk offline.
Hi, Marie, Charmel.
Noel, I think we should have Brad send out this information. So if you could send out the whatever it is that you want us to send out on your behalf, pakipadala kay Brad, but make sure you copy me because I want to make sure Brad does it.
No problem with that. And in fact, I think, Consul, we should be able to share the live stream recording, ano?
Yes, of course. It's
Yes.
on the
Right.
Facebook page. So you can always
The first and the second, itong second na ito rin. Yes.
hanapin nyo na
Para
lang. Scroll down na lang.
Right,
Thanks,
right.
Consul
Yes.
Maynard.
Hi, Marie.
Nanalo kami
Nakita
kagabi,
yata
We won last night.
Dapat lang.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I think we also have somebody from our trade mission dito, Marie. You remember Chris Waikoko, right?
Of course.
Yeah, he's right there. I don't know if he's in the Philippines now or back in the US.
No, I'm
Pero
here in
please say hi.
Texas. Hi everyone.
Hi, Chris. Kumusta?
Mabuti, back in Texas.
Right. Oh, great. Yeah. Paki-balita sa mga kababayan natin itong impending deadline ng RA 11213.
Noel, are you back in town or are you still in the Philippines?
I'm here. Andito ako.
I thought you went to the Philippines. Where did I get that information?
Alam mo, maraming nagbabalita kung nasaan ako eh.
Okay po. Are there any more questions? If we don't have any more questions, let's wrap it up.
Wala na po ba? Question?
Let me check our website one more time.
Mhm.
I think there was one. Do we have to pay donor's tax since it's inheritance from my mother? I think that's the only question about inheritance tax.
We
I think that's a follow-up question from Glenda kanina.
as per
No one-
experience, as
Yeah.
per experience, if the waiver of rights is from heir to heir, no, sibling to sibling, there's no donor's tax. However, pagpunta mo doon sa ibang RDO, meron pong may donor's tax, no po. So it really depends on the pero minimal lang naman. On the other ibang situations po, if the donation was done from uncle ililipat po kay nephew, kay niece, that's the time po na may donor's tax. Okay, so pero if heir to heir lang po to sibling lang po, wala pong donor's tax. Okay.
Okay. I think that any other question? I think that's the last question that we have.
Tama, 7 o'clock na.
7 o'clock. It's been an hour again. Time flies, no?
Tama po.
We also mean when we say that also, malapit ang deadline. So time flies. So malapit ang
Malapit
deadline.
na. Time is ticking.
So please, if anybody here are still thinking about it, I suggest that you already reach out with our experts. And then if nothing happens, if it's not qualified, you're not qualified or whatever, then okay. At least you know, no? What the problem is if you never try and find out later on that you could have saved a lot of money. Diba?
Right,
Yun ang
yes.
kinakatakutan natin. Okay? So again, Sir Noel, Sir Ace, maraming salamat po. Thank you to NaFFAA.
Consul Maynard, thank you. Sir
Always a
Ace,
pleasure doing business with you guys, doing
Ma'am
these
Rich, and
projects,
everybody.
community outreach with our Filipino community across our jurisdiction in Los Angeles, Philippine Consulate General. Maraming salamat po to everyone who's listening and watching on Facebook and in our Zoom. Maraming salamat po for coming. And maybe your questions also help some people who couldn't come up with the courage to ask their own question. But for those who still want to reach out, on the chat box, those are the contact details of Sir Ace, Sir Noel, also of the Philippine Consulate General. So again, thank you for joining us today. Maraming salamat po and good evening.
Peace.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you,
And sa
Noel. Great
Philippines, good
job.
morning.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Yes.
Thank you, Sis
Thanks,
Mary,
Mary
for
Ann.
joining, and
Thank you.
everybody.
Mary Ann,
Thanks,
Sir
Consul
Noel,
Maynard.
Consul.
Thank you, Consul.
Borna, Sonia.
Consul.
Thank you, Consul General. Consul Maynard. Salamat po. Thank you, Sir Ace and Rich. Salamat po.
Salamat.
Salamat po. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Maganda. Thank you, Rich. Madam Rich.